Simon & Schuster Audio presents Conscious Living, Conscious Aging, Claiming the Gifts of Elderhood by Ron Pevny, read by Byron Wagner. Preface. The greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. Original author unknown. What do you aim for as you age? This book is for the millions of baby boomers in or nearing their 60s and any other older adults for whom this question feels significant. You may also be wondering, what does aging mean to me? How do I deal with my fears of aging? How can I find fulfillment and dignity as I age? What is my purpose after I retire? Is there an alternative to feeling irrelevant and invisible after I let go of my career and identity? Such questions of meaning and purpose arise in our quiet moments, but are seldom addressed in public. Modern culture often only considers the monetary aspect of aging. While our need for financial and physical security is certainly important, it is equally important to fulfill the needs of our emotional and spiritual selves, our desire to thrive as well as survive. This book is a resource for addressing such questions as you gain awareness of the fulfillment that is possible for you. It can help you learn how to grow into these potentials. This book is about aging with awareness and intention rather than merely growing old. It's about aging consciously. Although my primary life's work is focused on assisting people as they negotiate and grow through life transitions, aging did not appear on my personal and professional radar screen until I reached my 50s. At that time, two catalysts led me to the path of conscious eldering. I began to do video-based oral history work with my parents and older relatives, longtime members of my faith community, seniors in hospice and reminiscence programs, and engaged volunteers in my community of Durango, Colorado. As I worked, I found myself more and more intrigued with others' life stories. I saw dignity, strength, purpose, and deep caring in the lives of older people. Some of them, feeling isolated and no longer relevant as they aged, seemed to have forgotten these noble qualities and withdrawn into an ever smaller self-centered life. Others appeared to be thriving, engaged with life, community, friends, and young people, even as they dealt with the challenges and losses that accompany aging. I found myself wondering why some people aged well and others did not. And for the first time, I began to imagine what my life could look like if I thrived in my later years, and what I could do to make that possible. And then, as if my new passion called opportunity to me, the second catalyst appeared. In 2001, two wise elders 15 years older than me, Wes Burwell and Ann Roberts, asked me to join them in creating a program that would serve as a rite of passage for people committed to growing into a conscious elderhood. Together, we designed the first Choosing Conscious Elderhood retreats, which we offered twice per year for several years. Wes and Ann served as powerful, inspiring models of what it can be like to grow into elderhood rather than merely growing old, and I contributed my extensive experience in guiding rites of passage. These catalysts pointed me toward my calling for the next stage of my life. My trajectory solidified as I neared 60, when my first encounter with my mortality shook me to the core. The 10-day wait for biopsy results was the most powerful growth experience of my life to that point. It was a time of fear, alternating with a trust that seemed to be arising from somewhere deeper than my chaotic emotional self. I became acutely aware of unfinished business with others, myself, and my Creator. I felt a new empathy, grounded in personal experience, for the fear, vulnerability, loss, confusion, and hope that are part of the aging process for most of us. I found that my greatest fear was not that I would die, but that I would die before I fulfilled my calling. This experience of the fragility and preciousness of life, and the accompanying ineffable experience of being touched and healed by the divine, marked the beginning of a new chapter, a new stage in my personal conscious eldering work and my work as a guide for others on this path. Over the next 13 years, I supported the growth of conscious elders through the retreats and workshops offered by my Center for Conscious Eldering. I was beginning to feel I had plateaued. and I yearn for a personal breakthrough.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?